Studies show that the number of people that identify as trans is increasing in the sense that people who are young today are more likely to identify as trans than their parents' or grandparents' generation. And what if the only reason why that's true is because we now have language to understand something that we didn't previously? In psychology, this is known as the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis. It's basically the idea that we need language in order to understand our experience, and having the words for something helps you to be able to think, reflect, and self-identify. On my podcast, The Nature of Nurture, I recently had my friend Tara Trask on. And Tara was born female and uses she, her pronouns. She doesn't really care what pronouns you use for her, but she's just never really totally felt female. And it took until she was about 50 years old to kind of understand her experience through this lens and to begin to identify as trans. We talked a lot in the episode about the role that language has played in her experience and the role that it plays in the trans experience in general.
It's not really coming out, but I guess that's the way the culture talks about it. Because the thing about coming out is it's like something new. This is not new for me. It's always been this way. I just have words for it now.
Yes. We had a pretty beautiful moment in the episode where she was able to help me to understand in real time my own experience by having the language for it. As I explained on the episode, I don't necessarily identify as trans per se, but I've also known for a really long time that I don't totally identify as being female in some critical way. I knew at a very early age, for example, that I didn't want to go about becoming a mother in the traditional way. I've often joked that I would want to become a parent if I could be a dad. And because I'm academically and professionally ambitious, I also knew that it wasn't just that I didn't want to become a mother. I have wanted, for as long as I can remember, to devote myself to the world of work. As Tara and I were exploring it and we were talking about gender identity, gender expression, and gender roles, I was explaining that it sort of is like the gender roles that I don't relate to the most when I think about my relationship with my own femaleness. All in a moment, Tara was able to help me to understand my own experience by naming it, and this is how it went down.
There's this spectrum, right? And I think that to me is just gender nonconforming. And this goes to this notion of gender expression, gender identity, the way people think about gender, the way people experience their own gender. It's all on a continuum.
This is one of my favorite episodes that I have ever put out, but I wonder what it's like for you. If you are born male or born female and you identify with the gender that you were born with, what makes you feel like you identify with it? If you don't identify with it, well, what's that experience all about? If you want to post in the comments, I would love to hear.